If your art career feels scared, it's probably because you're trying to build it before deciding what you're actually building. You make art, you post it, you improve it, and you take on whatever commissions come in, but none of it really seems to lead anywhere, and that all might sound familiar. So give me 7 minutes and I'll help you fix that. And by the end of this video, you should know what you want to be hired for, what needs to leave your portfolio, and what offer to build for your clients, and what you need to focus on in the next 90 days. Now, the first decision is your destination. I want to be a successful artist, it's not a direction. I want more clients, it's not a direction. Those are purely just wishes. A direction sounds something like, I want to create cinematic album artwork for musicians, or I want to design fantasy book covers, or I want to make key art for entertainment campaigns. Now, you can make useful decisions. You know what belongs in your portfolio, which skills matter, and who to contact, and which opportunities are just more distractions. That does not mean choosing one thing forever. You're not signing a lifelong contract within a niche. You are choosing a direction long enough for your work to build on itself. So just give it 90 days. The second decision is, who is the work for? People who like art, that's not an audience. Who has the problem that your artwork solves, and who can actually pay for it? A musician needs artwork that makes a release feel more like an event. An author needs a cover that communicates the genre and earns attention. A brand needs visuals that make the product easier to recognize and to remember. You're not only selling your drawing ability, you're selling what the drawing helps someone achieve. So, finish this sentence. I help this type of client achieve this result through this kind of artwork. If you can't finish that clearly, your audience probably can't explain your value either. The third decision is your offer. A lot of artists list everything that they can do, such as portraits, logos, character art, posters, tattoos, book covers, prints, merch, it goes on. That does not make you look useful. It makes the client responsible for figuring out what to buy. Build one clear offer around the direction that you choose. So, for example, I create cinematic single artwork for musicians, including the main cover and social media formats for release promotion. That's more useful than saying, I do commissions. The offer tells the client what they receive and what it is for and why it matters. You can still accept other work, but you need one clear front door into your business. Now, the fourth decision is what stays in your portfolio. Your portfolio is not a record of everything that you've ever made. It is evidence for the work that you want next. So ask one question about every piece. Does this make my ideal client more confident that I can do the job that they want? If the answer is no, it doesn't need to be on the front page of your portfolio. That does not mean the artwork is bad. It means that it's not helping this direction. Now, 5 relevant pieces will usually make you look more professional than 20 unrelated ones. Your portfolio should feel like a prediction. A client should be able to imagine their product sitting naturally beside the work that is already there. So if your strongest album covers are buried between pet portraits, old fan art, logo experiments, you're making the client work too hard, and clients rarely reward that confusion. They just move on. Now, the fifth decision is what evidence is missing. You may know what you want, but your portfolio doesn't prove it yet, and that's normal. Do not wait for somebody to give you the perfect job. Create the proof yourself. If you want book cover work, build a small cover series. If you want album campaigns, create the cover, promotional crops and merchandise applications for a fictional release. If you want poster work, treat a personal project like a professional campaign. Show thumbnails, alternate compositions, and the final key art in realistic formats. Your portfolio should show the next job before a client gives it to you. That is how personal work becomes commercially useful instead of becoming just another random drawing. Now, the sixth decision is how people will find and hire you. Posting is not a client acquisition strategy by itself. It is visibility, and visibility only becomes useful when it points somewhere. So create a list of 20 people or companies that already commission the work that you want. Then contact a few every week, not with a desperate essay, not with please look at my portfolio. Show relevant work, explain what you create, make the connection obvious, and keep it short. At the same time, make your public content reinforce the same direction. If you want album cover clients, show album campaigns and talk about release artwork. If you want poster work, create posters, analyze posters, and show how you solve poster problems. Your portfolio, offer, and outreach should all send the same signal. That is when people begin to remember what you do. Now, the seventh decision is how you measure progress. Do not use likes as the main scoreboard for your career. Track evidence. How many relevant portfolio pieces did you create? How many potential clients did you contact? And how many actually got back to you? How many conversations became proposals? How much revenue came from this direction alone? Review those numbers every week or every 90 days, because direction is not a feeling. It is a set of repeated decisions that produce evidence. Because I wasted years making random work, chasing attention, undercharging, and hoping the right person would eventually notice me. I was busy constantly, but busy is not the same as building. Things change when I stop asking, what should I draw next? And I started asking, what do I want this work to lead to? That question changed my portfolio, the clients I approached, what I charged, and the role I aim to occupy. Not just someone who waits for instructions and delivers an image, but someone who can understand the problem and help shape a visual direction. So here is your reset. Choose one direction for the next 90 days, choose one buyer, build one offer, remove the work that weakens that signal, create the missing proof, and contact people who are already in need of it. Then measure evidence instead of attention. You do not need your entire career mapped out today by any means. You just need the next direction to be clear enough that your effort can be finally compounded. If this kind of blunt, practical art career advice helps you, then please subscribe to the channel, because I make videos about visual communication, professional illustration, and building a creative career that actually pays. And tell me in the comments, in one clear sentence, what do you want people to hire you for? Now, if you need a deeper system for pricing, positioning, portfolios, clients, and creating more income from your work, I cover all of it in my book, The Profitable Artist. The link is in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching.